Webheads, grab your cosmic surfboards because we're going to go on a journey with Silver Surfer. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, always helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, I'm bringing you another episode of What's It Worth? That's right, guys. This is the video series where I go digging into some of your favorite comic book characters and find out what their comic books are worth. Not just the high-grade ones or the most expensive ones, but we go pretty deep. So in case you can't afford those high-priced comics, well, maybe we'll look to the next best thing. So today's character that we're going to be talking about is Silver Surfer. Now, before we get started, guys, if you like this video series, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to hit that bell so you don't miss any content from me, and if you want to enter my Road to 10K X-Men giveaway and win these X-Men prizes, guys, go ahead, just comment below, and once I hit 10K, I will make the drawing for that contest. All right, guys, so let's break it down here. Let's talk about some Silver Surfer, right? So the first issue, the first key issue for Silver Surfer is Fantastic Four. This is issue 48. Now, a lot of us already know this. This is one of the granddaddies of them all, right? This book is huge. This is the first appearance of course, Silver Surfer. The first cameo appearance of Galactus. This is a huge issue. It's a huge Fantastic Four issue. Lower grade is about $1,000, 3.3K for that mid, and if you're looking for high grade, you're going for $11,000. This is a big one, guys, and this book was published in 1966. Awesome book to have, but you know what? How many of us actually own this book? So let's see what else we can find, right? So the next one on the list goes to Fantastic Four issue 49. This continues that Galactus story in Fantastic Four. So this is the first full appearance of Galactus, second appearance and first cover appearance of the Silver Surfer, and first appearance of the Punisher, a cyborg servant of Galactus. So that's a herald of Galactus at the time. This was published in 1966. This one is a little bit more affordable. Low end, it's going to run $550. Mid, 1.7K, and then on the higher end of things, this one's going to run you about $5,000, maybe a little bit higher. So that is that. Next, we go on to Fantastic Four issue 50, that classic brown cover, and it's a classic battle of Silver Surfer versus Galactus. Third appearance of the Silver Surfer, second appearance of Galactus, first appearance of Wyatt Wingfoot, and first appearance of the Ultimate Nullifier, the device that destroys anything, right? Something like Galactus. So this book is $175 on the low ends, $550 for mid, and about just over $2,000 or $2K for that higher grade copy. So those are the big three. A lot of people know about those particular issues. So what's after that one? Well, we go on to Fantastic Four. This is issue 55. This book is the classic battle of the Thing versus Silver Surfer. So these two hash it out with each other. And it's a classic cover by Jack Kirby. So why would you not want this in your collection? This was published in October of 66. This is an affordable book. $50 on the low end, $150 about mid, and $550 on the high end of things. So, you know, if you can't afford those three other books, you know, that range you thousands of dollars, again, this is something that you could probably possibly afford. So as we dig further, and I actually have this book, this is Fantastic Four issue 59. This is another great cover by Jack Kirby, and Dr. Doom steals Silver Surfer's powers in this book. And on the low end of things here, you know, you can get this book for $9, which I probably paid about $9 for this, maybe 15. Maybe it's a little bit better shape than that, right? $25 on the mid-range and $120 on the high end of things. So if you're looking for early Silver Surfer appearances, early Fantastic Four appearances, and you don't have a lot of money, but you like to collect some older books, this is something that you can go for, right? All right, next we go on to Fantastic Four Annual Issue 5. So this is the first appearance of Psycho Man, first solo Silver Surfer story. And this is a short story that is illustrated by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. That kind of develops the whole plot there. So again, another affordable kind of key issue. It's $5 on the low side, $18 mid, $60 November of 1967. This book was published. All right, so next we have a pretty cool cover here from Jack Kirby. This is Fantastic Four issue 72. If you're into cover buys, especially Jack Kirby, this is an old one from 68 of March. This book will run you on the low end of $20. If you're just looking to get a copy, $95 on the mid-range. And then we have $365 on the higher end of things. Again, like I said, you can't afford those higher books and you're looking to collect some Silver Surfer stuff that's older, you know, Silver Age stuff. This is definitely where it's at right here. All right, so let's go forward. Let's dig even further now. So we go on to Silver Surfer. This is issue 1. This is the first solo ongoing Silver Surfer series. And this is the origin of the Silver Surfer, origin of the Watchers, first appearance of Shala Ball. Low end is $240, $700 mid, and $1.8K for this book on the higher end of things. This one, again, is going to be a little bit higher because this is that first solo series of Silver Surfer, August of 1968. I probably could have owned this book at one point, but on a very low end side of things, and I just didn't want to shell out that cash for such a beat up copy. But that's just me. Sometimes you might want to own, you know, a copy just to say you have it, right? All right, so now we keep digging further, but this is a huge key. People have been specking on this one for a long time. This is Silver Surfer issue 3. Very simple. First appearance of Mephisto. And, you know, people have been talking about this book for a long time. Awesome cover. You know, great character here, great villain. Low end of things, $220, $900 on the mid-range, $2.8K on the high end of things here. So this one was published in December of 1968. All right, so we continue, and this is another big book here. This one is Silver Surfer issue 4, right? First battle of Silver Surfer versus Thor. So this is an iconic cover, second appearance of Mephisto, and the classic cover art by John Buscema. And there's the first interior art as well by Sal Buscema, doing the inking in this book as well. So $315 on the low end, $910 mid-range book, and then $3.3K on the higher end of things. Again, awesome looking cover. This is a very cool book to have. All right, so now we go on to Silver Surfer issue 15. So we go into a little bit of the, you know, higher numbers when it comes to Silver Surfer. Very affordable book here. And this is where the Silver Surfer battles the Human Torch. Maybe nothing out of huge significance here. Low end of things, you can get this book for $9, $20 on the mid-range, and $90 on the high end of things over here. Cool looking cover, though, between these two fighting. This was published in April of 1970. Next, we move on in Silver Surfer's series, and this one is Silver Surfer issue 18. Another really affordable book. This is the first battle of Silver Surfer versus the Inhumans, right? And this is the final issue of the series. So, and there's not many of them printed, so it's a low print run. However, it's still affordable. $4, on the low end, $9 on the mid end of things, and the high range is going to run you $45. So published in September of 1970. All right, so now we go outside of the main series of Silver Surfer, and now we take it to Submariner. This is issue 35. This is the Battle of Hulk, Silver Surfer, and Namor versus the Avengers. It's probably a pretty badass fight, right? Awesome cover here of these characters all fighting each other. $10 on the low end of things, $30 mid-range, and $100 on the high end of things. So again, these are the affordable keys if you can't afford those higher end books, right? All right, so next we move on to Thor issue 193. So if you couldn't get the first battle between Thor and Silver Surfer, don't worry, there's another one. This is a classic battle of Thor versus Silver Surfer once again. And this is $10 on the low end of things, $30 mid-range, and $140 for the higher end of things when it comes to this book. Still, it was published October 1971. This is still an older book and a cool book to have. All right, so next we move on to Defenders. This is issue 2, and this is when the Silver Surfer actually joins the Defenders here. Not a very expensive book at all. Minor key, low, $5. $15 on the mid-range of things, and $70 for this book. So pretty cool cover there as you get to see Silver Surfer doing his thing. This is pretty cool. How many of you guys have these books? Do you have any of these books? Did you know that Silver Surfer appeared in any of these books? All right, here's a book I actually do have. This is Silver Surfer issue 1. This is a 52-page one-shot created by Stan Lee and John Byrne. So this book is very affordable as well. I think I paid $15 for this when I got it. $3 on the low end of things, $9 mid-range, and $30 high end. This is a really nice looking cover here with Silver Surfer holding his board. Awesome book to have, I think. It doesn't cost you anything. June 1982 it was published. All right, next we move on to Silver Surfer issue 1. This is the premiere issue of volume 3. This is when I started reading Silver Surfer when I was a kid. This was published in July of 1987. I was 12 years old at the time, and this Surfer series is actually really good. This is what leads into the Infinity Gauntlet. This is when you see the first appearance of the Gauntlet. Just all kinds of great things happen here, and a lot of these issues are not worth very much. This book is totally affordable. $2, $5 mid, $10 high. Again, if you're looking to read that series, though, this is the jumping on point for it, and I always recommend readers to read this series because this is my favorite Surfer series. All right, so the next one, and I had to do some digging in this one because I remember this was a key issue, but it wasn't on the app, which I use Key Collector to get this information from. And but it wasn't on here, and I thought that this was a key that was worth noting. And this one is the Silver Surfer issue 44 from that volume 3 series, and this was published in December of 1990. And this is the first appearance of the Infinity Gauntlet. So 9 O's for this book is going for probably around $100, and then 9 8s are going probably from about $500 to $550. That's based off of what I saw on eBay. But this is a pretty awesome book. I own this book as well. I have no idea where it is in my collection, by the way. I should find that. But again, this is the first appearance of the Infinity Gauntlet here. So definitely, if you want to try to find this book, it's definitely an affordable key. Awesome issue to have. All right, next we move on to the same series, Silver Surfer issue 63. This book won't cost you anything. This is just a reader's copy. This is the first cameo appearance of the Silver Surfer's Dark Half. That's all it is. However, you could probably get this whole run for so affordable, except for those few issues here and there, or read the Epic Collection of Silver Surfer. But again, $3. Cool artwork in this book. Check it out. Published in 92 of April. I also have this one. This is What If issue 49. This is what if Silver Surfer possessed the Infinity Gauntlet. I found this story very intriguing. Really awesome to see what Silver Surfer would do with that gauntlet. I think the gauntlet looks pretty badass on him as well. Awesome cover art here. Another very affordable book. $2, $8. $20 on the high end of things. I have a perfect copy of this. I think I paid $20 for it. Great read though. I suggest you guys pick it up. May of 1993. This one was published. All right, next we move on and we go on to Star Masters. Issue 1, and this is the only issue of this book or series. I tried seeing if there was more, if this was a mini or anything, but this is just a one shot. And this is the first team appearance of the Star Masters, which consisted of Beta Ray Bill, Silver Surfer, and Quasar. Perfect cosmic team, right? Sounds cool, but it looked like no one probably bought it. You can buy this book for $1 on the low end, $2 for mid, and $8 on the high end. If you want to check out Star Masters, guys, it exists. I told you, we're going far, man. We're going all the way we can when it comes to Silver Surfer. Next, when it comes to Silver Surfer, we have another What If book. This is What If issue 104. And this is What If Impossible Man obtained the Infinity Gauntlet. Who is Impossible Man? I don't even know who that character is. This was made in January of 1998. I should do some digging on what this character looks like. Maybe I'll show you another picture. I don't know. This book is cheap. $1. $3, $7. But if you're that Silver Surfer completionist, and you must find it all right here, guys. All right, moving on. We get into some great stuff here. This goes to Thanos issue 15. This is the story written by Donny Cates. And this is when I fell in love with Donny Cates right here with this whole little story that he wrote. And this book here is Cosmic Ghost Rider revealed to be Frank Castle in the future. And this is the first cameo appearance of Silver Surfer as the Fallen One. This book will run you $5 on the low end, $15 mid-range, and $50 on the high end of things. Nevertheless, even if you're not collecting it to make any money of it or a key or whatever it is, just read this Thanos story. It is phenomenal. You get introduced to Cosmic Ghost Rider, Silver Surfer Black, like all kinds of great things happen in here. Awesome story of Thanos and what happens with him in the future. Definitely worth picking up. Next, we have Thanos issue 16. This is the origin of the Cosmic Ghost Rider, the first full appearance of the Silver Surfer as the Fallen One, otherwise known as, yes, like I said, Silver Surfer Black. So, low end of things, $2, mid-range of things, $8, $25 on the high end of things, very affordable. If you can't find these key issues in back issues or whatnot, again, read it in trade. You'll definitely enjoy it. Published in February of 2018. All right, next we go on to Thanos issue 15. This is the fourth print of this book. People were specking hard on this one when I guess it originally came out, man. I tell you, the cover art is done by Jeff Shaw. Cover appearance of Silver Surfer as the Fallen One, right? So the interior artwork was used, and the copies that were originally ordered by retailers were only around 5,000 or so. So it's a low print run. That's why it gives it a little bit higher value at a $12 low end, $35 mid-range, and then $115 on the high end of things there. Who would have thought that a fourth print would be mentioned here, right? It's just totally insane, but Silver Surfer Black is a pretty awesome character. All right, so our last book that we'll be talking about when it comes to Silver Surfer is Silver Surfer Black. This is issue 2. This book was published in July of 2019. This is when Silver Surfer becomes the Void Knight, very briefly, and a herald of Null. And that series also, Silver Surfer Black, was really well written by Donny Cates. Artwork was exquisite, definitely totally different, fits the book. Definitely suggest that you read it. value $2, mid-range $8, and on the high end $20 book. So there you guys have it. There are the high end of things when it comes to Silver Surfer and the low end of things when it comes to Silver Surfer, and of course all that stuff in between. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Silver Surfer was actually a request by one of my viewers on here, and my son actually wanted to see this video done about Silver Surfer as well. So there you guys have it. There's the request. So if you like this, like I said, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that bell. And if you want to see a character of yours covered in this series, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll leave you more content right here to check out. And until next time, guys, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye.